Hello students, this is Miss Michaud, and this is my screencast on credit. These are the objectives of this particular assignment. What is credit? It's borrowing somebody else's money, which allows you to buy something now and pay for it later. You must pay the creditor interest for using their money. The easiest way to compare different credit costs is to compare annual percentage rates. Lenders are required by law to tell you a loan's annual percentage rate. The amount of money you borrow is often called the principal, especially when it's a loan. There are different types of credit. Secured credit are secured loans which are guaranteed by an asset of the borrower known as collateral. If you default on the loan, the creditor can take possession of your asset and sell it to recover some of their money. Examples would be car loans or mortgage loans. Unsecured credit is not backed by an asset, such as credit cards and student loans. Installment loans is loans for a specific amount of money that is repaid with interest through a series of fixed monthly payments. In order to take out a loan, you will be probably charged an application fee. Sometimes you will be required to make a down payment, a percentage of the total payment paid at the time of purchase. You will also be charged finance charges, which are fees based on the amount of money you owe. Examples of installment loans include car loans, mortgages, home equity loans, student loans, and personal loans. The cost and benefits of installment loans, costs of the finance charges over the course of the loan, and fixed interest rates and stable monthly payments are the benefits. Make sure that your monthly payments of your loans fit into your budget. There are multiple ways to calculate your monthly payment. You can use a spreadsheet, an online payment calculator, or a financial calculator like you see here, the HP 12C. This one you can get from Amazon for $62. Here's an example of a student loan. People often get loans to pay for the education and purchase large items. The average student loan debt in 2016 was a little over $37,000. The rate went up to 5% on these loans, and the term of the loan is usually 10 years. You will start paying your student loans back 6 months after you graduate. So, what do you suppose your monthly payment would be for this loan? You can go to this website and type in all of the information, the $37,172, the 5% in the 10 years, and you'll end up with a summary sheet that looks like this, a little clip of information. So your monthly payment would be $394. So you'll be paying back in total $47,312. So the bank will make interest of $10,140. So that's the finance charge. That's how banks make their money. Here's a car loan example. Assume you want to buy a car for $25,000 at 5% for 5 years. What is your monthly payment? And that's going to be $472. And I use the same website for this, but again, you can use a financial calculator or a spreadsheet. Mortgage loans is a type of installment loan. Their costs are high closing costs and a lot of interest. And the benefits is you get to build equity in the home and you'll have a fixed monthly payment. Here are some examples of common closing costs. It is recommended that you make a down payment for a mortgage, but it's not always required. As you can see, this can run into quite a bit of money. Assume you want to purchase a home that costs $250,000 at 5.06% for 30 years. What is your monthly payment? So again, I went to the website, and it will be $1,351 a month. This does not include the amounts for insurance and real estate, which is often built into your monthly payment. Here's a screenshot of the results. Now this is what you need to really notice here. You're going to be paying $236,445 just in interest. So you're almost paying back double what you borrowed. Other types of credit, retail credit cards. Advantages would be convenience and some discounts. Disadvantages are higher interest rates. Gas cards. Again, the costs are higher interest rates. Benefits are convenience, some discounts. Payday loans, not a good idea. Unbelievably high interest rates, mostly for people who can't get credit anywhere else. Borrower's rights and responsibilities. So you have a right to receive a copy of your credit report, to know all the terms of your credit, to know why you were denied credit, not to be harassed by debt collectors, to have errors on credit report corrected, and not to be discriminated against based on your sex, race, natural origin, marital status, religion, age, or etc. You have a responsibility to make on-time payments, make sure your monthly payments fit into your budget, to contact creditors with changes in your mailing address, to not go over your credit limit. I mean, you really should keep your credit limit to about half, so your balance should be less than half. Preferably, if you could pay off your balance every month, that would be even better. Repay the entire debt with interest. Keep track of your credit and check your credit card statements and check your credit reports. Some strategies to avoid or correct debt management problems. Try to find an easy way for you to remember this. So I've got be smart. So budget. Create a realistic budget and stick to it. Emergency fund. Build one for at least 6 months' living expenses. Save at least 10% of your income. Shop around for the best APR for your credit. Monitor your credit report or score. Monitor all of your accounts. Monthly payments for loans should fit into your budget. Avoid payday loans or withdrawing money from your retirement account. Realistic financial goals, set them. Timely payments, pay all of your bills on time. There are major consumer credit laws. The Equal Credit Opportunity Act prohibits credit discrimination on the basis of sex, race, marital status, religion, national origin, or age. The Truth in Lending Act promotes the informed use of credit. Credit Card Accountability Act ensures fair and transparent credit card practices. The Fair Credit Reporting Act ensures the credit reporting agencies furnishes correct and complete correct information. And Fair Debt Collection Practices Act prohibits debt collectors from engaging in unfair, deceptive, or abusive practices. Credit cards are another type of credit. Advantages would be convenience. Disadvantage, high interest rate, and it's easy to accumulate debt. Always try to pay the full balance each month. The 5 C's of creditworthiness. Creditworthiness is a evaluation performed by lenders that determine the possibility a borrower may default on his or her debt obligations. Default means just the failure to meet the legal obligations of the loan. These are the 5 C's: capital, collateral, capacity, conditions, and character. Capital is your net worth, also known as equity. Collateral are assets used as security for the loan. Capacity is your ability to pay your debts, your DTI. Your conditions is the economic climate, interest rates, amount borrowed. And character, which is your willingness and your reputation for paying back your debt. Here's a sample balance sheet which shows you what your net worth is. Your assets are things you own. Liabilities are what you owe. And your net worth is the difference. Capacity is your ability to pay back debt. DTI should not exceed 36%, as we discussed in class. So assume John pays $1,000 each month for his mortgage, $500 for his car, and $500 for the rest of his debt each month. His total recurring debts is $2,000. So if John's monthly gross income is $6,000, what would his DTI be? So you do the debt divided by income, $2,000 divided by $6,000, which is 33%, which is good. What affects your credit score? Payment history, amounts owed, your length of credit history, new credit, and types of credit used. You could find out about your credit rating through 3 credit bureaus: Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Here's an example of typical credit scores ranging from 300 to 850. Generally, if you're over, 700, you're in pretty good shape. If you're below 600, you're not. It's also called the FICO score because the first scores were created by Fair Isaac Corporation in 1958. And this is my works cited. Hopefully you learned something. Thank you.